I think we're lined up here. Fit in 10 Nation, day 37 of the Fit in 10 Challenge. And I got a lot more feedback in. This is great. Thank you for that. To the person who wrote me that the macros now seem impossible. Listen, I decreased your calories by 3%. That's actually what I did for a good chunk of you. Majority of you, actually. And yes, I did change the ratio of your macros, so your carbs are a little bit less. But listen, you can survive with 15 less grams of carbs. You can do it. Trust me, you can. Believe me, we're here today because, you know, our ancestors, you know, trudged through, you know, wars and, you know, sleeping on rocks and hunting for food early in the morning and, you know, fighting off God knows what. I mean, we have the easiest time in our lives right now. There's no reason to, you know, to think this way. All right? We have everything at our disposal. We live in the easiest time ever, really. So, the 15 grams of carbs, you can do. You can do. Okay? All right. Listen, somebody's hip is hurting them at the bottom of a squat. All right. So listen, it could be caused by many, many things, but here's what I'm going to suggest to you. And this has been great for my lower back and my hips, and I've had various issues all around. 6 stretches, okay? 6 stretches I'm going to suggest, and they are as follows. A hip flexor stretch, a hamstring stretch, a pigeon leg stretch for the upper outer quadrant of the glute, 2 groin stretches, so one for sort of the front of the groin and another one for the inside more so, and then a calf stretch, a deep calf stretch. And you may not know all these stretches or what I'm going to recommend exactly, so I'll make a video and I'll put it up, okay? All right. But that should help tremendously, okay? We want to keep the hips. I mean, it's like, you know, that's like it's like a ball in a socket like joint, right? So we want to keep the hip limber through all angles of the hip, essentially, right? We don't want to have any imbalance in the hip. That's where we're going to encounter issues. All right. Somebody wrote, Martina helped them lift more weight. Oh, Martina showed this person that he can lift more weight on the squat. Okay, this is great. Awesome. So listen, when you are pyramiding up in your sets, okay, when you're moving up in weight, you're going to do your sets of whatever they are, say sets of 10. If you can do a set of 10, you need to add more weight. Now, of course, this is under the context of good form, good mechanics, good control, proper tempo. Okay, so taking advantage of all those things, and then you're going to increase the weight. But listen, when you train, you should always give it 100%. You are not reacting to the weight. You are not reacting to the weight. It's not, oh, I can't lift it, I got to apply more force. Oh, I can't lift it, I got to apply more force. It's 100%. Apply as much force as you can right from the get-go every rep. Okay, it always baffles me when people finish a set of 10 or 12 reps or whatever on a certain movement and they're not out of breath. Like, you should always be out of breath, always. Why? Because you are demanding the utmost of your body. You're demanding the utmost right off the bat, okay? Maximal force all the time. Attack the weight, okay? All right, listen. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mindset. You can't. You cannot have a life full of positive outcomes and carry a negative mindset. It just won't happen, okay? You will wake up on certain days, you're not going to feel good, you're going to want to feel like you're going to give up, you're going to have just like a dark cloud over you. This happens to all of us, but we got to fight through those days, okay? So fight through those days, do your best on those days, don't give up on those days, because those are the days that you're going to want to give up, okay? And then, of course, take advantage of the good days. But you're going to have, you know, good and bad days. This is life. But we got to fight through it. We have everything at our disposal. It's just about this, okay? All right, you guys. Submit, commit, do everything you got to do. And I will talk to y'all soon. You will see my face tomorrow. See ya.